guys to get some notes going because today it's Friday. And believe it or not, how many of you guys are prepared for this weekend's sales activities? Because I know I am. And I know we have a bunch of appointments, right? So I want you guys to get your week kick-started by writing these things down that are very important for you to succeed tomorrow. Because I want you guys to understand, in this sales environment, I would say Friday is your Monday. Does that make any sense? Because Friday's Friday for somebody else is like, oh, it's Friday, we're gonna relax, time to drink. For you guys should have the mentality, if I'm not working on the weekends, I'm not gonna generate any income. And believe it or not, most of your clients are available Saturday and Sunday to start hunting for homes, to get pre-qualified or whatnot. Number one, you guys need to get some sleep. Nobody likes to work on Saturdays because they've already started to unwind on Friday. So Friday typically becomes one of these evenings where it goes to 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Does that make any sense? Then Saturday, you're so sluggish that you don't have the ability to perform at the level that you need to. And again, I'm not trying to change your life for the rest of your life, but I've spoken to you about the 5-year plan. That's very important. If you know you need to experience success immediately, why not embrace a 5-year plan where you know you're going to work every Saturday for the next 5 years? But guess what? At the end of the 5 years, you're going to commit to taking every Saturday and Sunday off. Does that make any sense? Some of us don't want to pay the price. So what do I mean by get some sleep? You guys need to be very well rested. I would say that your Saturday start time should be 6:30. Does that make any sense to you guys? Because you should have a predetermined time of arrival on Saturday also. This is what they call the 10X movement. This is the movement of like, let's go harder so that we can engage in more sales activities. I guarantee you, if you guys make the effort to set up a sales meeting tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., even if it's just a quick coffee, you're gonna get the meeting if you set it up. But most of us get comfortable because we've already worked all week long and we're so strong and we've showed up to the office every day that Saturday and Sunday become a day off. And guess what? You're just losing a lot of client interaction activity. So number two, you need to get organized. I like to prepare every single Sunday because I think that the strongest people prepare on Sunday and the weak people prepare on Monday. That just means they're not prepared. Does that make sense? So you guys need to get very organized. You need to plan your Saturday ahead. I'm not trying to tell you to be fanatical about working and do what I do and work for 12, 13 hours, finish like at 8 p.m. on Saturday. I'm just saying, if you organize yourself, you could literally crunch in all the work in a 4-hour time frame, should be done by 2 p.m. Does that make any sense? So you don't have to be all crazy about it, but you need to be very well organized. Again, if you have nothing to do on Saturday because you have no appointments, preview property. You need to know your inventory. Even if you're just a beginner, you need to know what's selling out there. Some of you guys don't even know what the average sales price in the San Fernando Valley is. And you need to know that. Can anybody answer that question?
560.
560?
Yeah.
Isn't it
No.
640?
No, yeah, close. That's what it was 3 months ago.
620?
670.
740.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's a huge increase, I know. Month-to-month increase, it's been crazy. So again, I'm gonna say this just because the people that are watching need to hear this. The pandemic is in your mind. I know it happens, I know people are gonna get sick and it happens, but don't let it mentally defeat you. People bounce back from this. It's not something that, I know people are dying, I'm sorry to hear that, but we're all fairly healthy here and we're gonna bounce back. So you have to make sure you protect your mind. Number 3, you need to eat. I like to blame a lot of the issues that I've had on my health just because I choose to ignore the most important part. You know how I'm talking about making sure that you're organized? You should pre-package something for yourself to carry, and you need to make sure that you're fueling. Your brain does not properly function if you are not fueling your body. When your body gets depleted of calories, you guys typically go automatically to let me get some Starbucks because your body needs the energy and you want to put sugar on it. Try doing that with fruit. So when you're out there and showing homes, and some of you guys know that some of these days that you're showing homes is like, you almost want to tell the client like, hey, can I stop to get something to drink because I am so thirsty and I'm hungry. And that's what I mean, right? Am I the only one that is like, could we go grab some Jack in the Box real quick? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's lack of not being organized. Number 4, dress up. And I'm not saying this specifically for anybody, but Saturday does not mean dress down. And I get it, the millionaire real estate agent, all those guys are like dressed down and they look so hip. I want you guys to know that they paid their price already. You guys, we're not the millionaire real estate agent. So your presentation on Saturday should be equivalent as your presentation Monday through Friday. Does that make any sense? So you need to make sure that you guys are dressed up. All right, so number 5, this is the most important part. When you're mentally preparing yourself for Saturday, ask yourself, what things am I looking forward to? Like for me, I'm looking forward to meeting with this client, and meeting with this client can potentially generate some type of relationship where I'm gonna profit. Does that make any sense to you guys? So here's what's very important. Abraham came this morning and he told me, Jesse, a client that I closed gave me a referral, pre-approval in hand, ready to look at properties. So imagine if you're building your business over a long period of time, do you see why it's so important to stay in touch with people that you've already done business with? Because these people will give you the trust and they'll be like, hey, Abraham already took care of me, let me do that. So you guys have to constantly put yourself in that position to be there, but you need to take these very simple steps. I guarantee you, and me, trust me, my mentality was always like, oh, Jesse, I stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning because I'm always just thinking about what's the next big idea. But depriving your body of sleep is not going to give you the ability to perform at a high level for your customers. Because believe it or not, they're sharp. They know what they're doing. So you guys need to be better at it. You just need to make sure that you're mentally prepared. Now, let me tell you a story. Are you going to get some pushback from a lot of people? Yes, you are. Because I got that forever. Remember, being a 17-year-old kid and your dad not talking to you because he thought that you should engage in a regular job was just heartbreaking for me. Does that make any sense? However, the people that are closest to you that are not offering you some type of support system, use them as fuel so that you can strive and you can succeed. Does that make any sense? So if there's negative energy and you're hearing that, oh my God, and all this stuff, you need to remember that there's a long-term goal that needs to be achieved. And I'm a living example of wake up every single day and as a full-time job, represent people. And like I said yesterday, you're not literally picking up a house and transferring the house, you know, you're not moving it, you're just using your skills. And again, the last thing I'll wrap up with is how enthusiastic you are about it. I'm telling you, my mom's still just making tamales. How is she so happy about engaging in that type of activity? And I have the luxury of showing up every single day dressed up, and I can't pick up the phone and dial. Does that make any sense to you guys? So before we do our affirmations, today is your Monday. Does that make any sense? Today is the day to set up all the appointments. Saturday and Sunday, trust me, I get it. I have the whole family thing also, where they expect for Sunday to be a family day, and that's understandable. But remember, quality versus quantity. I could spend with Alex, I could spend with you all day long, but if we're having a bad time, what does that matter? So it's all about, if you and I could be together for 30 minutes, they're going to be the best 30 minutes ever spent. So you need to make sure you present that to whoever wants you to have a lot of you. Just give them a better version of yourself. So are you guys ready to do our affirmations?
Yes.
Ready.
Stand up.